the quality of it's kind of how there's no like bad or good qualities. Like if something's strong with like earth quality and strong with earth quality, because they can't be weak with earth quality. One just means like something's really solid and like impervious to shaking and etc. Where the other one is like really fine, like a dust. Like it's still the quality of solidity. One is just one extreme and the other's to another extreme. But it's not like this is more solid and that's or more earth and that's less earth. It's just what the quality of earth is.
But is there anything less earth quality like in existence? Like you're saying, like
a powder. Like just materially, you would look at like a table.
Yeah.
And then like the fine shavings of a table, it's still earth quality.
Yeah.
It's just the quality in it of earth is it has like this
quality.
Yeah.
Or the
like the essence of earth in a way.
Right.
It's like this quality. It's like that kind of dynamic. And when you're looking at it with settings, like how you can go into a place and an example would be like my work at the bakery, where if I go to the bake shop and I'm working there, sometimes I go in there and I just do the work.
Yeah.
It's steady and I know what to clean, I know what to do, and I know when I need to get it done and all this other stuff. And it's just like this stable thing that I can just sink into, and I can almost just like just breathe and do it. Where other times I go in there and it's like, that's a mess. Oh, customers. Oh, like all the other stuff.
Things
it's kind
are
of
changing.
chaotic thing. Yeah. So it's the context. It's the context not in like in the sense of it's the same room, but the context of like I'm doing the same thing, but it's totally different, and like that difference is the context.
Yeah. So it has nothing to do with the place, or
what's happening.
Nothing maybe, but yeah. So it's like whether there's a bunch of people or whether nothing's happening. How you deal with that is
the context.
What you then learn from.
Yeah. So it's almost like sometimes we'll be working on a project and it's like we're working on a gesture and we know what the gesture kind of needs to be, or like we'll just warp it around. A few things like that, and then other times that's a steady thing that we kind of sink into and just look at that one gesture. And other times if we're working on the gesture or whatever it is like when we're originally talking about the picture in here, it's like Verdanic of exploding rocks, and they're like maybe Erlov's like holding the rocks and like all the other stuff. Like it's we're talking about the same thing, but it's like this kind of it's flipping around, and there's so many other variables that we're considering and all this other stuff, and it's like this chaos.
And that's just one example of many different ways of looking at the thing.
Yeah.
That now, right now, we're looking at.
Yeah. Even like with this topic itself, like you can go into that dynamic changing, either being like this rapid thing or this steady thing to sink into. We could look at this and then throw all these examples around and really go chaotic with this on just like how to move and like look at the flow of it, of like even in a few moments it could go from like this chaotic thing where you're like figuring it all out, and then you sink into it for a bit, and then you sink out, and like we can go about it this way, or we can go about it where we just like sit here and discuss this really fine nuance of it. So we can go into like this very topic either in that very solid earth way to like what is it, and then the other side of like this fine loose powder of like how does it all work. And
so it's and again it's not that the thing is a loose powder or the thing is solid, but it's us going into it.
So that's like the first couple lines on here are supposed to capture or attempting to just state is like they come from this place where it's mostly like that, and they go to a place where it's mostly like a different way, and then using qualities as the example.
But then it's not actually talking about the place.
Yeah, it doesn't go into the details of it at all. It's super loose and vague. It's more to just state like this is the difference that the kids are coming from.